Hello everybody, my name is Michael Quinn. I'm one of the directors of the Quinn Group. This week on Quintessential TV, we'll be discussing the fact that it's important to check in with your superannuation fund as there has been some major changes recently. So, are you the sort of person who feverishly checks their superannuation balances and keeps across what's happening with their account? If yes, that's great, but for the majority of us, the answer is no. You need to know about some big super changes that were passed through Parliament earlier this year and came into effect on July 1. The changes have been made so that superannuation accounts with low balances are not eroded by insurance premiums and fees. But it could actually disadvantage those taking a break from work, working in a contract role, or running their own business, or those working overseas. And while your super fund should have contacted you about the changes, apparently more than a third of Australians never open any emails or letters from their superannuation fund. We know that for the younger people, that's 18 through to 34, that 52% do not look at their superannuation fund statements. There are three major changes to super and how they might affect you. The first is your superannuation insurance might automatically be cancelled. Most of us have insurance through our super accounts, which usually covers you for death, total and permanent disability, and sometimes income protection. But if you've got an old superannuation account that you haven't used in a while, your insurance might be automatically cancelled. It will affect you regardless of your age and what your account balance is, regardless of whether you've interacted with the fund in the last 16 months or deliberately chosen to have your insurance with it still affect you. The only criteria is you haven't made a contribution for 16 months. So what do you need to do? Well, you need to get in touch with your super fund and find out if you're affected. You need to check whether the level of insurance cover is right for your personal circumstances. And finally, if you have multiple accounts, consider whether you should consolidate them. The second change relates to exit fees, which will now be banned. If you're thinking about switching superannuation funds, the good news is it's set to get a lot cheaper. Exit fees, which cost superannuation fund members about $52 million each year, will now be banned. And if you've only got a small amount in super, less than $6,000, fees will be capped at 3% to try to prevent them being eroded. You can change and move and sort out your stuff and not be worried about the exit fees from now on. The third major change is inactive accounts may be transferred to the ATO. More than 6 million Australians have more than one super account. If you've got an inactive account with a low balance, which means you haven't contributed to your account or engaged with your fund in the past 16 months, and it has a balance of less than $6,000, your super might be automatically transferred to the tax office. From there, the ATO will try to combine it with the super account you're currently using, if you have one. If they can't find one, the balance will be retained by the ATO until it can be claimed. It's something you need to keep an eye on because you certainly won't be earning market return whilst that money is still with the ATO. A balanced super fund could expect to earn 7, 8 or 9% per annum, something of that magnitude. But if it's sitting at the ATO, it will be earning a very, very low interest rate. That's not good for your year-end retirement outcome. So watch out if you have changed address, taken a break from work, or haven't contacted your super fund in a while. Other inactive accounts occur when you've chosen the default option in the past when you started a new job. If you want to keep your inactive accounts separate, you must let your super fund know. If you'd like to know more about important changes to superannuation or you need advice in this area, please contact us. You're welcome to email us at info@quinns.com.au We'd love to get your feedback in relation to Quintessential TV, so please like, comment and subscribe. We look forward to seeing you all again next week. I'm Michael Quinn. Bye for now.